Hey everyone! Alright, so after my last tutorial for the drag tutorial, a lot of people were like, whoa, where did the boobs come from? And they were all confused, and they're like, are they fake boobs? Are they makeup? And it's a combination of both. So I'm doing this video to help everyone, like if you're into stage makeup or drag makeup or cross-dressing or anything like that, this video should help you. It's going to be how to turn a flat chest into something more three-dimensional, and I'm going to talk about some things that you can use to help assist in doing that, and then I'm also going to show you how to do it with makeup and other stuff like that. So let's just get it started. Alright, so one of the first things I'm going to talk about, it's called a Cleavage Creator. I guess that's what they're called. They're sold a lot of different places. Pretty much all they are is they look like this. I don't own one, but I'll just use a regular bra to show you because I don't use them. But it kind of looks like the back part of a bra in the front. It pretty much goes like a regular bra, but then it curves down and it's straight. So it looks just like the back of a bra. And what this does is pulls if you have any like muscle, like pec muscles, if you have a little extra fat right here in your chest, extra skin, anything like that. But pretty much what it does is it creates a shape like this. And what you can do, if you ever see women go in their shirt and pull their boob like that to make it look higher up and fuller, that's what this does to your skin. It just creates a little bubble on each side right here to make it look like you have a little bit of a breast going on. And so when you take your bra and then put your falsie inside of it and then have your shirt or whatever on top of it, you don't see any of the false stuff going on over here. So the whole illusion comes together because having all that extra in here and then having that little bubble of skin right here from the Cleavage Creator makes it look like one complete breast, if that makes any sense. It just helps with the illusion. And then if you want, you can always contour and highlight to add a little bit more depth and dimension, so that's always great. The more cheaper version or the DIY version of it is to use duct tape. You can just take duct tape and tape your chest. It's a little bit more uncomfortable, and then I recommend taking it off in the shower so you can get it wet and peel it off. And it's kind of like a band-aid. You just want to rip it off instead of going really slow. Rip it off, less pain, it's all at once. So yeah, there's that. So you can do a Cleavage Creator. There's a link in the sidebar to a really good one, so make sure you check that out. Another thing I want to talk about are actual fake breasts or falsies, chicken cutlets, anything like that. You can get tons of different kinds. You can buy false ones. You can make your own. Like the easiest way to make your own, the cheapest way, is to just buy like pantyhose and fill it with birdseed or rice or anything like that. That's the cheaper way. Only bad thing about that is if you sweat, you'll start to smell the rice or the birdseed, so it's not the greatest thing. That's like good to start out with, but then you eventually want to upgrade and buy something like these. These are falsies. I got them from Kare. It's a company in Springfield, Illinois. There's a link in the sidebar. You can check them out. But these are mainly marketed for women who had breast cancer and stuff like that. They're self-adhesive, but tons of drag queens, cross-dressers, trans women, everything. These are amazing. Skin tone on these doesn't really matter if you're going to have them covered because you won't see them. So like in this shirt, you can see the edge of the shirt comes right there. You won't see it, so it doesn't matter. Some of them you can cover with makeup. Some of them you cannot, so you're gonna want to make sure, like this one, like when you get close, you can see it wrinkles. And it still wrinkles a little bit when it's on the skin, so these aren't the best to cover with makeup. There are some that come in like a full chest piece. You can look for those online, just do a Google search. But these are my favorite only because they're self-adhesive and they're normally covered on me, so I don't really have to worry about it. And then the great thing about those, or these, is they're silicone. So they move and feel like a real boob. So when they're on, and if someone comes up and grabs it, feels like a real one. If you bounce, it jiggles, all that fun stuff. So yeah, there's these. I'm going to show you guys how to actually do all the contouring and put it in conjunction with the falsies and everything to make it look more natural. So of course I'm going to have to take these off, but it's just using products that you probably already own. And all I'm going to use is a light colored concealer a darker colored concealer, foundation, powder, doesn't matter, and then just my regular setting powder that I use for everything. Alright, so the first thing, I highly recommend looking at a picture of a woman's breasts. It may sound funny, but if you look at one with the perfect lighting, you can see shadows a lot better, because I've noticed a lot of people when they go to contour their chest, especially if it's flat or anything like that, they do like this extreme Y shape, and if you look at a picture or if you just look at a real person, you don't have that hardcore Y shape or like the hardcore V. There is still a V, but it doesn't curve as much as most people do, and it's mainly straight right here, believe it or not, and then it curves in, so it goes mainly like that. Sorry, I'm looking in the thing to make sure I'm showing the right shape. And then if you're having a top that's going to be cut even lower, down here is where it would start to have that intense curve with the shadow. So after you look at a picture, you can take your light colored products. You can use powders, concealer, foundation. I'm just using a light colored concealer. And what I'm going to do with this is I'm actually going to highlight the center. That's another thing I see most people do, is they'll put just a dark color right here in the middle. But 9 times out of 10, there's a little space. Unless their boobs are really pushed together, then there won't be as much of a space. So you could just take this, and then this is going to be kind of tricky to do on camera. You're going to highlight down the center of your chest. I don't know if you can see that. Then like anything else, there you go, now you can really see it. I'm going to blend the edges. I'm just going to blend them out. I'm still going to keep the center nice and highlighted. If it's a little too light, that's totally fine, because we're going to set it with a powder. So it's no big deal. Alright, now, I don't know, there you go, you can see that's already given an effect. I'm just going to take a dark colored foundation. This is just Studio Stick foundation. And now I'm going to start adding my contour, and I'm going to do it with a brush. And if you're not used to doing this by hand, like if you don't know where it should really go, and if you're using falsies like this, you can always stick them on already and then contour around them to get a better general idea of where it's going. I pretty much can tell where my shadows need to go, so I'm used to it. So I'm just going to take that brush, and then this is extremely hard to do on camera. Right on the side of my highlight that I just put on, I'm lightly going to add a contour. Can you see that? There we go. And then I'm going to do the same on the other side. Alright, they looked uneven. I have the lines drawn on, you can see right there. I'm going to take that same brush, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to blend the edge, but instead of blending in, I'm going to take from this outside corner, and then I'm just going to blend in to diffuse the line so it's darker right here, and then it naturally fades out, so it's automatically going to give a highlight right there. And then you also want to make sure you blend out this top line so there isn't a harsh line right there either. Okay, so I did my blending, and you can see that right there automatically just makes it look like there's something going on, and especially when I turn, it makes it look more realistic. Now if you want, you can add a little bit of a highlight right here as well, just to make that pop out. And just for the hell of it, I might as well just do that too. So I'm going to take my light colored concealer again, and then right here, add a little highlight. Now you want to set it so it doesn't smudge or lick anything. So take the same color powder that you used for your face, and then you're going to set it with that. Now if you have false guys, you can add those. And mine are self-adhesive, so I can just pull off the backing, and then I can stick it on. Alright, so now you can see with the contouring and then the bump right here, ooh, with parties, and the one on the other side, it makes it look more three-dimensional and makes them look more realistic. So, hope this video was helpful to some of you, and I'll talk to all of you soon. Bye!